beautiful sunny afternoon. Hi everyone. Our third flow in the lockdown space. So you can see that I have some more props today, which we will need. We're going to have a slightly different class. It's going to be a spinal alignment and opening the hamstrings. So quite a lot of stretching. I have a yoga chair. Not everyone has a yoga chair, but any chair which doesn't have any arms will do. I brought 2 blankets and I brought something to put on the chair so we won't slip with our hands. This is a cut out from an old yoga mat, but you can also use these spongy wipes which we have in the kitchen. This we're going to put on the chair later. And I have 2 blocks. I have 2 bolsters, but you can also easily use pillows. They not too hard, not too soft, you know, something you can use as a height. Okay, let's start. And as always, I really like to sit always with on something higher. So what is important? My hip bone is here, my knee is here, so that the knee is never higher than the hip bone. So let's find a nice, gentle, easy Sukhasana cross-legged position. Laying your hands softly on your thighs and closing your eyes. And bringing your attention gently towards your breath. Today is the 4th of April, and if we look at the constellations, the stars, the universe, there is a very important energy field happening between the night from the 4th on the 5th. So Central European time, it will be at 4:45 a.m. So today I've been already quite inwards with my energy, because I feel that there is something globally going on, and isn't it fantastic when I hope millions of people are sitting down and turn inwards and meditate. So let's sit still for a couple of moments, bringing your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on your lower belly, and creating space between both of those chakras, your 2nd and your 4th chakra. And starting to breathe gently, inhaling all the way down to your belly, and exhaling, touching your heart and letting the air go. Let's do this 5 times. A big inhale, filling up your belly, holding the breath, and gently exhaling, touching your heart space, holding empty for a moment. Inhaling again, all the way down towards your belly, holding the breath, and gently exhaling, touching your heart. Inhale all the way down towards your belly. Observe the stillness and the calmness. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale all the way down. And letting go of all the air. 1 last time. A deep breath. Inhale. Deep down. keeping your eyes closed, and gently bring both of your hands in front of your heart space, pressing the knuckles of your thumbs against your skin, feeling your energetic heart, feeling your sternum rising up to the sky, feeling your spine lifting. This golden spine, this golden light which you feel in the back of your body, lifting up, setting your intention for this practice. Maybe you would like to invite a feeling of what you really need in these bizarre and challenging times. There is so much information. What is it what you really need in this moment? What is it what you really need to let go of in this moment? Now from here, gently open your arms to the side like wings, really big wings, and opening your chest, bringing your hand palms up to the sky, and bring your head backwards for a soft back bend. Now we're going to do it the reverse. Bringing your hand palms down, rounding your back and folding forward. Let's do this a couple of times more. Maybe you want to keep your eyes closed or open them now. So inhale, bend backwards, soft. And exhale, fall forward. Keep your arms out. Inhale, coming forward with your chest. It's like a cat and cow, but seated. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, open your palms towards the sky and your chest, your heart towards the sky. And exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, rounding down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, rounding down. Bringing your hands to the side of your hips. Lifting up your torso. Bringing your shoulders to the back. Press down with your hands. Lengthening that spine. Bringing your hands to the front. Clasp your fingers. And let's open the arms alongside the ears. Try to press them back, opening your armpits. And breathe. Now your floating ribs or maybe your belly are going forward. Bring them in, bring it in. Navel to spine, floating ribs in. Sternum up. And your jaws are relaxed. Two more breaths here. Press out from your fingers. And release. Now clasp your fingers in a different way. The pinky finger, other pinky finger up. Press out, lift. Four more breaths here. Maybe you lift a little bit more. Press your arms a little bit more to the back. Floating ribs in, navel to spine. Relaxed gaze, soft gaze. Feel soft inside. Last two breaths. And release the hands. Now let's change the cross of the legs. Maybe you want to come off your blankets, or maybe just have one folded blanket so you're a little bit lifted. I'm quite flexible here, so my hip is still at the same height more or less of the knees, which is good. And I changed the cross of the legs. Now bring your hands on your knees and let's start to circle a little bit in a freestyle way. So feel what you need. For me, it is not morning, it's in the afternoon, so I've been moving my body already today. So I'm feeling quite open, so I can go deeper. But maybe you want to keep it small and very subtle, very little circles. So breathing in to the front, chest open, and breathing out, rounded back. Very, very subtle or big, or whenever you need. Maybe you want to really like make a little dance with your shoulders and go from side to side. Just feel what you need today. Or maybe change from side to side. Just opening and oiling the base of the spine. That's what we want to do here. Just a couple of breaths more. Keeping the hips isolated and just turning from your first chakra, the base of your spine. Try not to collapse in the sacrum and the lumbar. Okay, so let's come into a little twist. I'm not mirroring you here, so really listen to left and right. So keep your left hand on the floor for the moment, on the side, and bringing your right arm up and bring it all the way, hook it all the way behind your left thigh. And now push that left hip forward. Now from here, bring your left arm up and put it to the back. And just keep a soft twist, very soft. Your head doesn't have to turn at all, we're opening gently the spine, but keep those hips located where they are. You want to twist from the thoracic spine. 2 more breaths here. And very gently come back. Let's do the other side. So bring the right hand to the side, lifting arm left, hook on the outside of the right thigh, and now lift up right and bring it to the back. You can help already also lifting up your spine more with your back hand. And breathe for another 4. Keep your gaze soft and your jaws soft and your hips centered. Last breath. And bring your arms all the way up to the sky. Just let's hook for a moment the thumbs and stretch out. Let the right hand down and let's bend over to the left. So push the left hip down, push away and stretch the left side of your body. Push away, push that shoulder away from you. 4 more breaths here. I have my eyes closed because the sun is straight on my face. The last 2 breaths. And inhale up and let's change side. So right arm comes over. Now stretch it out, bring that left shoulder down and stretch the right side of your body. Soft neck, soft neck, soft jaw, soft breath and stretching. The last breath here and inhale, come up. Now let's come for a moment on our knees. Maybe take the calves away, just sit on your heels and let's do some more seated cat and cows, which I really like very much. We can do them also very fast a little bit. So put your hands here on your knees and inhale, bring the chest forward, push forward through your arms, through your biceps, and exhale round the back. So in and exhale. Let's speed up a little bit. Let's make a nice flow for the spine. Everything is opening. So healthy. Inhale forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Chest. Round it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. In and to the back. In and to the back. And come to a neutral spine. Okay, so we're going to get the chair, but just before we're going to do one stretch, and I would like you to have here a pillow which is a little bit higher where we can put our hands on. So we're going to stretch in a child pose, and we're going to leave our hands on the pillow. Bring your buttocks down and let your head lower. Now turn your palms up and rotate those shoulders out. And turn the thumbs out. So we're really rolling those shoulders out. Lengthen your neck. And stretch those arms out. Press down with the buttocks. Lengthen that spine. Press those hands to the front. Relax your neck. Your head has to be on the floor or on a block. Don't let your neck hang. It has to be supported. And the last 2 breaths. Now bringing your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up. And we're going to stand up. So yin is not so much standing up. And this is also a little bit of a different yin class. So let's bring the chair in front of the mat. It has to be stable. And we're going to bring one of those anti-gliding. Keep maybe your blocks to the side. You don't know if you need more space. So we're going to start with a supported forward fold, which in normal hatha yoga would be completely going to the floor, but we would like to go in there a little bit more gentle for the spine. So let's first start with standing up. So how do we stand? So we can stand like this. That's what we don't want. We want to lift up the sternum and bring the pubis down. So it's really navel and pubis, they want to go away from each other. The tailbone is slightly turned in. The thighs are going back. Shoulders are rolled back but relaxed. The muscles above your knees, they're really nicely active. Your toes are spread wide. So let's lift the arms up. No idea if my arms are all the way up in the camera, but it doesn't matter. And now very gently we're going to bend forward, but the buttocks, they're going to push away. So if you have tight hamstrings, then bend your knees a little bit so you can push your sacrum down and open the sitting bones. So start to open the sitting bones and come with your elbows on the chair. And start, if you have, maybe bend your knees a little bit more so your belly, which we're not going to let hang, your navel is towards your spine, your floating ribs are also curled in, but your belly is going towards your thighs. So that's what we want. We want to have a straight back. So leave your elbows here, and from here you're going to start to press the thighs gently back. Pressing them back, pressing them back, pressing the back. So you will for sure start to feel your hamstrings here. What we want to have an internal rotation from the thighs. So maybe you can start to really try to open your sitting bones and internal rotate your thighs and lifting up these muscles. I don't know if you can see that if I let them go and I lift. So everything here is connected. And let's stay here. Now maybe stretch your arms out. Stretch. So we want to have a straight back. Maybe you are here. So come up. Leave your hands. We want to find this straight back. If you are going too much into your lumbar, like this, fill it up. Navel to spine. And stretch. Start to relax your head. Activate the muscles above your knees. And breathe. If you can go further, go further. Straight spine. Straight spine. If you're rounding your back, bend your knees. Bend your knees. Straight spine. Straight spine. And then maybe you can rest your head on the chair. If you can't, find a block. Put your head on the block. And then if you have your knees bent, we're going to press, 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 press. Your spine is going to stay straight, filling up the hollow of your lumbar and bringing the floating ribs in. Curl them in. Going to stay here for another 5 breaths. So push those sitting bones to the back. Spread your towels wide, lifting up the muscles above your knees. Curling in your thighs, press away from your feet. Your arms are straight. 3 more breaths to go. Last breath. Now bring your hands here to the edge of the chair. So your hands are really spread down wide because then you can push away, and the gap between your middle finger and your index is looking forward. Now we're going to step in a supported downward dog. So step a nice 80 centimeters away, or maybe less or maybe more, depends where you are. So step, your feet are hip width apart. Bend your knees because we want the, okay, bend your knees but don't hang in your lumbar. Fill up the lumbar. Start to push away from your arms. Push, push, push away, push away. Keep your legs bent if you're rounding your spine. Bend your knees, bend and stretch. And now from here, keeping your back completely straight, lifting up your floating ribs, pressing down your sacrum, you're going to stretch your legs as much as you can, rolling in the thighs. We're going to stay here for another 8 breaths. So strong arms, very strong arms. Your hands are pressing down on the chair. Your feet are pressing down in the floor. The muscles above your knees, they're completely activated, and your ears are between your biceps, your arms. And breathe, navel to spine. So suck the navel in and stretch that spine, opening the sitting bones. We have another 4 breaths to go. Why do I do these chair exercises? Because I have many problems around my hips and in my spine, and I found out that stretching with this chair is a lot safer than going into a fast hatha or vinyasa flow. So I really touch all these little corners which I want to open and which I want to elongate and stretch. So last breath. Looking forward. And let's step now. Bring your left foot a little bit more in. Step the right foot forward. Okay. So your left foot is looking forward. Maybe a little bit to the side, but it doesn't have to be really looking forward completely. Keep that block here. That is, I think, a very good idea. Right. Again, straight spine. If you're rounding, then we're going to hurt ourselves. So again, if you cannot really stretch your front leg, leave a little bend in here. That will give you more space to spray. But what we want to open our chest first. We first want really that your sitting bones are going back. Now, this right hip wants to go forward. We want to have that one backward. We want to have a straight hips around here. So bring your right hand into the right hip crease and push that back and roll the thighs in. The thighs, they really want to kiss each other. So this is what you're going to do. And from there, if your knee is bent, start to stretch it a little bit, but don't overstretch. You have a really strong, it's like a strap of muscles around your knees. And from here, we're going to start to stretch. So maybe walk your hands a little bit more forward. Or maybe where you are here is where you are and you just stay there. That is really enough, because I really feel the stretch here already. So, navel to spine. Navel to spine. Fill your lumbar up. Don't hang in the lumbar. We're going slowly, if it's possible for you, going down. Activate your knees. Activate the knees. Activate the knees. Stretch those arms. Round, roll those thighs in. Roll that right thigh to the back and in. 5 more breaths. Open those toes. Push away from big front toe. Stretch the back. And breathe. The breath will bring you to your destiny. Three more breaths. Roll that thigh in, the right one. And gently walk your hands back, come up, open that chest, really grow away from your hands. We're going to change legs from here. So step that right foot next to the left one and step the left foot forward. So now you can really see what is happening with my hip. It goes forward. We really want to have this hip to the back. We really want to roll it out and create space here. So navel to spine. Stretch those arms forward. Going to begin like this. Bend that knee, bend the front knee. So you can really open your sitting bones in the back. You will have more space. Now don't hang in the lumbar. Fill up your lumbar. If you have a rounded spine, you will be like this. So you can press your belly towards your thigh and bend your knee. Okay, leaving the front knee bend, gently start to come down. Maybe you want to stay here, fine. And pressing, rolling this thigh to the back. And breathe. This side for me is a lot more tight. I really very much two different sides because I have a lot of stuff going on the right hip and in the right side of my spine, more into the sacrum. And breathe. Maybe you can lower down. A little bit more. Now activate the muscles above your knees. Activate them. Maybe you can go lower. Maybe you need a block. Lengthen the neck. Don't crush the neck. Lengthen the neck. And maybe you can stretch the arms. Another 5 breaths. Really let the breath do the work. Keep on rolling those thighs in. Keep on curling the floating ribs under. Pressing the sacrum down. And stretching out the hamstrings. The last 2 breaths. Now lift up your head, bring your hands on your chair, spread your fingers, opening up your chest to the front. Let's do a couple of head circles here. Now from here we're going to do a supported downward dog. So we're going to step really a little bit more back. A foot width more back. So really like a pyramid shape we're going to try to make. Make sure that you're not sliding away. Bend your knees. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Now from here, you're going to bring the thighs to the back. This is a big stretch. So bring the floating ribs up, navel to spine, stretch out of your shoulders for another 5 breaths. This is a big one. If you can also go more down. If you this is a yoga chair, so maybe you don't have this possibility, but maybe you would like to go a little bit more down. And maybe for another 5 breaths, walk your hands on the floor for a proper downward dog. A short one. Bending your knees, bringing the sitting bones up and pressing the thighs back. Let your head dangle. Last 2 breaths. Look up and walk your hands up again. So that is shoulder work. So let's walk forward and let's shake it out a little bit. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Oh, something moved here. Okay. So with the support of the chair, I'm going to move a little bit to the sunny side. So if you're not so good with your balance, we can use the chair. And balance is so important. So what we're going to do is the tree pose. I'm going to bring all the weight on the left leg and lift up the right foot and bring it nicely in the insides of your thigh. Now if you don't have that flexibility yet, you can also put your foot against the calves. Not here, not on the knee. Here or here. So now really engage your core. Engage the core. Your thighs, they're really lifted up. Your core is lifted up. Your buttocks, they are tense. Okay, so now you find your stand and you look with a beautiful soft gaze in front of you and lift up your arm to the sky. Now press that foot inside. Now press that foot inside. So if you have the balance, you can let go. So I don't have that much balance in my left ankle, so I hold on to the chair and lift it up for another 3 breaths.
Now lower that right hand. We're going to play a little bit. Now, if you can reach your big toe, if you can't reach your big toe, hold on here. So I will show first the easy version. Stretching out the leg to the side as much as you can. And flex the foot. Now if you can go further, you can hold on to your big toe. Really activate that left leg and stretch the leg out. 4 breaths here. Engage your core. Engage the muscles around your left knee. Your left buttock is working. Last breath here. And bring the leg back. Now from here, we're going to move to the back. We're going to bring our right arm to the front and we're going to stretch the leg all the way to the back in a warrior 3. So now the hip wants to open. Bring it level and stretch that leg all the way out. Stretch it out, stretch it out. And breathe, navel to spine. Curl those ribs under. 1 more breath. And come down. Nice one. So let's move the chair. Or you can move yourself, but at least you can see me in the camera. Now let's do the other side. Bring your weight on your right foot. Hold on softly onto the chair. Now lift the left foot up. Thigh or calf. Now really feel where you are. So tense the buttocks. Your core, your tailbone is slightly in. This is all activated. Your sternum is up. Press the foot in. Activate the muscles around your knee. Lift up the core. Lift up your left arm all the way up to the sky. And watch, look for a little point in the distance. And breathe. Keep it soft. Activate those thighs. They're working hard. Your right buttock is working hard. Keep the core going. Keep the breath going. Center yourself. There's a cord to the heavens. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring the leg out to the side. So find your version, or around your calf, or find your big toe, which is easier because you can really hook on the toe. And if you are coming here, that's fine. You don't have to stretch it. So do your best and go as far as you can. So don't forget your right leg. Lift up that sternum. And breathe. Activate that core. Activate that right leg. Stay there for another 3 breaths. Last breath. And bring the foot in. Bring your left arm up to the sky and bring the left leg all the way to the back. Flex the foot. Push the heel away. Stand strong from your right leg. Lengthen the neck. Stretch everything out for another 3 breaths. Strong right leg. And the last breath. And gently come back. So let's turn. Let's turn the chair. Let's do 1 high lunge with the help of the chair. So be sure that you are in a nice stability. Bring your hips, your feet as wide as your hips, hand on your hips, and bring your right foot on the chair. Okay. Now, we don't want to collapse in the pelvis, so we really want to do this very, very mindful. Your tailbone is slightly turned in, and you have again this opening, all this opening here. Open, open, open. Bring your hands on the hips, and from here you're going to sink, 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 sink. So maybe this is where you can go. Now we're going to find the chair, and maybe this is all what you can do. But maybe you can also put your hands on the inside of your foot, bring the foot to the outside of the chair, and maybe from here, maybe bring that back foot a little bit more back. We can bounce a little bit into the hip and stretch it. Now, don't do this. You're out of alignment. No, we're going to align the hips. We're going to really bring force in that core. So we're going to keep everything aligned. And bounce. Open the heart and come up. Stretch. And bounce forward. Push away from the chair. And stretch. And bounce. And stretch. And bounce. And stretch. 2 more. And bounce. And stretch. Now flex that foot, walk the hands back. Now you feel that your back is rounding. Bend that knee a little bit and push the belly towards the thigh. And then from there we're going to stretch the leg. Grow out of the hands. Maybe you want to be on your fingertips. You're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Bring navel to spine. Navel is in. Stretch the back of the hamstrings there. Rolling your head around. Deep breath here. The last 2 breaths. Bend. Let me bring the foot in between the hands. Come on your toes of your back foot. Let's have one nice big psoas stretch here. So now you can really bring as much as you can. You bring the hips forward. Be careful your lumbar. So if you feel your lumbar, come up or curl that sitting bone even more in. Open the chest and look for a soft back bend. Your thigh is really activated. Last 2 breaths here. And push back. And we're going to change leg. Foot to the back and left foot to the front. So bring both of your hands on the inside, bring the foot to the outside. Going to bounce a little bit, but first let's go into the really right. So, sit bone curled in, sternum up, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Now go down and stretch. 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 Down. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Flex the foot, flex the foot. Now you feel that your back is rounded. Bend this knee and bring your tummy, your belly towards your thigh. Straighten the spine, and now from here we're going to stretch the leg down. 5 breaths here. Navel to spine. Open your chest, don't collapse in your shoulders. Push away with the fingertips of your hand and flex. I have put the foot inside of my hands. Feels better. So roll the right thigh in. That thigh wants to kiss the left inside thigh. Keep your hips level for another 2 breaths. Maybe roll your head a little bit out. And last breath. Bring your hands flat on the chair, and your release is a supported downward dog. So again, flex the knees, push away from your hands, sitting bones to the back. Keep your knees bent for the moment, because I really want you to open the sitting bones, rolling those thighs, curling those thighs from the outside inwards, and only then, maybe you're even up, maybe your heels are not even touching the floor, and then very, very slowly, with a straight back, you're going to stretch the thighs to the back, and breathe. Navel to spine, curl those ribs in, stretch those arms forward. 3 more breaths. What is this helicopter doing over the island? Controlling if we're still inside. And the last breath. Look forward and walk forward. So let's shake the legs out a little bit. Right, so what did I have in store? Okay, I'm going to do a little forward bend from the chair. Bring your blocks to the front, or maybe your pillow, your bolster, maybe you will need it, maybe not. You're going to sit on the edge of the chair, so not here, no, on the edge. First we're going to do some seated cat and cows from here, but really with a nice supported stretch. So hold on to your chair here in the back. So I hope that you have a chair which makes it possible. I'm looking around if I have a normal chair. Yes, I have normal chairs as well. So for sure you can find a little support. So stretch. No, let's leave the feet on the floor. So we're really going to hold on strong on the chair. We're going to inhale, bring the chest forward and pull, pull, pull forward. Now don't hang in your lumbar, so navel to spine, but pull forward, open your chest forward. Now, just like in the beginning, we're going to round down. And you can round the spine and go all the way down. Now, inhale up, pull up and bring the chest forward. Round down, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Forward, twice more. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up. Okay, so let's really come on the edge of the chair. So it's really your bones are on the edge. You're just not falling off. Hold on the back of the chair. Now, yes, we're going to stretch the legs forward. Going to flex the feet. Maybe you can't see my feet. going to flex the feet and pressing the thighs down and lifting the knee muscles. So again, open your shoulders to the back. Use the chair. I'm going to hang a little bit forward. Press forward. Let the chair work for you. Press those thighs down. So you feel that your sitting bones are hooked on the seat of the chair. They cannot go down. So you're a little bit forced to open your sitting bones. Now from here we're going to fold forward. So bring your hands here. You keep your legs super strong. Your belly wants to go to the thighs. Don't do this. Open the chest. Your belly wants to go forward, forward, forward. So maybe with the help of the chair, you can find your feet. Isn't that nice? So in a seated on the floor, we can't do this. Keep your head up. Don't crush your neck. Your neck is long. You're going to go in a soft, 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 soft forward fold. So maybe you're going to need some help. So if you have your pillow near, you can help yourself by doing this. But don't forget those muscles here. So, or you have your pillow here, or a block is also nice. It really will remind you to bring the navel in. Flex those feet, opening up the hamstrings for another 3 breaths. And gently walk your hands up your legs to support your back. Well done. Now we're going to open the legs to the side. So stay seated, bring your blocks to the front so you can catch them when you need them. Let me see on my list where I was going. Yeah. Okay, open your feet. You can sit a little bit more back, otherwise you're going to slide down. So bring your knees in a sort of like a 90 degrees here. Okay. We're going to do cat and cows a little bit with your hands on the knees to really keep the spine going. So inhale, forwards, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Really feel your spine releasing. Two more. And the last one, and neutral spine. So we're going to fold forward. It's again, you want to go, this belly wants to go down. You don't want to curve the back. No, you want to lengthen your side body. Really, it's like this side body is really lengthening up. And from here, the tilt is coming from the hips, from the sacrum. It's really like, if you put your hands here, you feel that you're tilting from deep inside in the hip crease. So that's where you go. If you want to support yourself on your knees, please do so. Navel to spine, navel to spine. And if you can, you bring your hands on the floor. For sure you can. This is easy from the chair. If you can open your feet a little bit wider, just where you are comfortable, so that your lumbar is supported. So stay here. Let's walk the hands forward. So maybe you want to have your hands on blocks. So you have a little bit of a lift. Stretch now. Now those sitting bones are shooting to the back. Open your sitting bones. Opening them. Navel to spine. Lengthen your neck. Lengthen the neck. And very gently. I can go very far. I have very flexible hips.
Maybe you only want to stay here. Super nice. Stay here. You're stretching your spine. So I'm going to go to the full pose if someone wants to follow me, if you have the flexibility. So I'm going to bend the elbows. I'm going down and down and down. From here, I'm going to make a twist. I'm going to show two versions. So right hand outside, left ankle. Inhale, left arm up and over. And bend that elbow and twist. Now, if you can't go so far, you're going to stay on a block here. Left hand up and maybe hold on the, or just bring your hands on the back. And that is enough. Okay, so I am here, or you're up. Soft twist by bending your elbow. Push away from that right foot. Bring that right hip down. Relax your neck for another 2 breaths. Now sweep that left hand up. Push away, walk to the middle and stretch in the center, just for a couple of breaths. Now let's walk to the other side. Now bring your left hand on the outside of your right ankle. Inhale. Bring your right arm up, over. Press your elbow down. Get your head relaxed and come into a soft twist. Press both hips down. Press away from your feet. Or maybe you are here. This is the other version. Keep it soft. Go where you can go. Last 2 breaths. And sweep that right hand in the front. Come into the middle and walk one hand on the knee and the other one. So bring your feet together and let's shake out a little bit. Now the counter, so where your release is going to be a soft back bend. So let's set up the soft back bend. I like to do that over a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can take a blanket and roll it up like this. That is fine too. Maybe keep a blanket near for under your head if you need it. So it's important to look where you really want to have your shoulder line. So you're going to lay down over the bolster. So the line is going to be under your armpit. What we really want to open is the thoracic spine. So keep your knees bent for the moment. And softly, I'm going to keep a blanket near. I don't know if I need it. I don't think so. And we're going to open and open and open and open and bring the head down. Now, do I feel the lumbar? Not that much. I have to be careful. But I'm going to curl the tailbone in. I'm going to open the arms out. I'm going to stretch one leg. I'm going to stretch the next leg. This is a comfortable, gentle heart opening. So we're going to stay here for a couple of moments. What is important is that your abdominal area is totally relaxing. So let everything relax.
Maybe you feel you're not really good. If something is not feeling right, so move a little bit. Your neck is long, is not crushed. Let the shoulders roll down. Let your fingers, so let's turn those, both of the thumbs down and the pinky fingers. That the pinky finger and the thumb are touching the floor, so you're rolling your biceps really out. And by relaxing the abdominals completely, you feel that your ribs are opening up. And let your breath float. Your legs are really soft. Let's stay here for another 4 breaths. I'm looking at a beautiful blue sky and the crown of a pine tree. So grateful to be where I am at this moment. What is it that you want? No. Come on. It's okay. Ali, you got it. Okay, we're gonna stay here for 3 more breaths. Enjoy the opening of your chest, the opening of your heart. Another little visit. So I'm sorry, you're gonna have a little bit of a show. Now bend your right leg and bend the left leg. We're going to very gently roll off from the bolster. So roll towards the side, which is easy for you. You girls have to go away. Hey, go away. Chuka, nada, go away. Hey, up. Sorry about that. We're just going to continue. We're going to get the chair for our last very relaxed pose. Put one blanket on the chair. Keep your bolster near. So now you can either put the bolster here and put your hips on it. And let doggies out. Nala, come here. Up. Okay, there we go again. Cheeky ones. So what we can do, it depends the comfort of you. Bring the hips on here and the knees on the chair. So now we're going to hang. The bolster is really going to be under the sacrum. There's a nice little curve here. The chair is really in the crease of your knees. The feet are relaxed. And from here, using your core a little bit, we're going to relax. So your sacrum is completely, fully supported and your arms are going to go to the side. Make sure that you're warm, that you have a blanket covering you. Roll the shoulders out and bring the arms to the side. Let your neck relax. Your abdominals are completely relaxed, so it's really your navel is now sinking towards the spine. There's no tension anymore. Your jaws are completely relaxed. You may close your eyes and bringing the attention to your breath. Slowing down your breath. Feeling your calves on the chair, relaxing. The back of your knee is supported, your thighs
resting. Your sacrum and your lower back are completely supported. Your heart is open. Your lungs are wide open, full of space for air. New air, new world, new future. Change, trust in the positive change after challenging times. Opening your rib cage to the side, relaxing your shoulders down. Your arms are completely relaxed. Your arms, fingers, hands and wrists. Your jaw is without tension. Your tongue is floating in your mouth. Your eyes are relaxed. Your eyebrows. The front of your head. The back of your head. Your neck and your shoulders. Everything is without tension. Following your breath. Bringing your attention between the crown of your head and your third eye. Letting the light in. Now, what is optional is that you move your body backwards so that the bolster or the rolled up blanket or pillow, whatever what you used, is coming under your knees, and you're taking away the legs from the chair. Or you stay another minute and a half, 2 minutes with your legs up the chair in Shavasana. In silence, turning inwards. I will call you back when it's done. Now very gently, finding some micro movements around your ankles and around your wrists. Bringing your attention back towards your body, the outlining of your body, your skin. And if you have your calves on the chair, bringing your feet on the front of the chair, so you're bending your knees. If you're laying on the floor, bringing your feet on the rolled up blanket or bolster.
bringing one knee towards your chest and then the next knee on your chest, hugging both of your knees in. And whenever you feel ready, roll towards one side and gently push yourself up in a seated position. Make sure that you find height, that it's easy for you to sit, sitting on your heels or in cross-legged. Now let's bring our hands all the way to the side, like a big circle, like we are embracing the whole earth. Bringing our hand palms together. Let's touch our foreheads for clear thoughts. Bring our thumbs towards the lips for speaking our truth with empathy. Lowering down your hands towards your heart. Never forget to love yourself first before we love others. That's the only way we can support each other. Bow your head towards your fingertips. Namaste. And thank you so much being here with me. And my little friend, Yin Yang Buddha. So if you do the meditation tomorrow morning, very early in the morning, Sunday morning, that's going to be in mid-European time at 4:45. So what I'm going to do, I'm making a nice caramel with tea, going to prepare that, put the alarm clock, and maybe it's not too cold to go outside and see the stars. So I'm wishing you a beautiful, astronomical, amazing ride with the stars, with the sky, and with the universe. See you next time.